Hello and welcome to Healing Hand Services, and my name is Julie-Sian. I've been asked often, how do I meet and greet a brand new deck? So I thought I would pop on briefly and show you how I do it. There is absolutely no right or wrong way of meeting and greeting your deck of cards, whether they are a tarot deck or an oracle card. The only correct way is to do what feels natural and right for you. So if you want to just grab that deck, rip it open and start working with it, that is fine. If you want to do a massive big ceremony, like bringing it to your heart center, lighting a candle, infusing it with incense, with crystals, and praying over it and looking at each individual card and connecting with it, that's fine. There is absolutely no right or wrong way. And sometimes with one pack, you'll receive it and you'll treat it and greet it and meet it one way. You may get another deck that may be an oracle card deck and meet and greet it in a completely different way. As long as it fits naturally and feels right for you, that is the right way. As you can see, I have got this deck, Animal Tarot Cards by Doreen and Radleigh Valentine. They are very difficult to get hold of, actually. So this is a new deck, and as you can see, it's so new, I've actually got cellophane on it. So what I usually do is I get them, it's come in the post today, and it's like, oh my God, I've got my deck, I've got my deck, got my deck, got my deck. So the first things I do is, I mean, I'm actually ripped over it. It's just go, oh my God, I've got a deck. I'm so excited. Thank you for coming to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just thank you, thank you, thank you. So I look at it and I usually have a look and I go, oh yes, it says that. Can't wait to see the pictures on the back and so on and so forth. And I just sort of handle it and I'm just giving thanks just to sort of, yeah, clear it. And then I rip off the cellophane wrap. As you can see, this is a brand new set, brand new, just up to one side. Got my deck. Okay. So usually the first thing I do is I usually want to cleanse it and bless it. And the reason why I do that is, my theory is that because it's come from a factory and it's been manufactured in a factory with machines and it's been handled by a lot of people, it's come to us by train, plane, automobile, by the postman. It's been handled by all sorts of people and all sorts of energy. It may have been sitting in a warehouse, so therefore when it's been sitting in a warehouse, it's got stagnated, and then you just don't know the energy of the people who picked it up, because they just go, oh, it's a box of cards. Ding! Other people go, oh my God, it's a tarot deck. Okay, so I would like to cleanse it. So first of all, I would get some crystals or some incense, and I would just pass it through the incense, or I would just put some crystals on it. Or I would just say, Archangel Michael, I ask you to, with your sword, to cut away any negative energy that is within the box, that has traveled with this, because it no longer serves this deck anymore. So I just ask the angels and archangels and our spirits and guides to cleanse the box, and just with the intention to remove any negative energy that has been absorbed to the highest one. And that's all it is. I am a Reiki master, so I can Reiki it. Could ask for crystals, I could ask flower energy, I could ask the fairies to come along, could ask ascended masters, I could ask my ancestors, whoever I want to do. And I just ask them. So I just Reiki to cleanse it. So there we go. So the box and everything is all ready to go. So I'm then excited. Oh, this is the best bit where you open it up. And then you look at it. Now, as you can see, this is brand new, and I don't know about it. It comes with a little booklet, which is very handy. Looking at it, it's got the meanings of all the cards there. It's got a little introduction that talks to you about how to work with the animal tarot. It says it's got the suits. It explains to you cards for the major arcana. In a tarot deck, you have 78 cards. The cards are split into two, into the major arcana and into the minor arcana. The major arcana of 22 cards and the minor arcana of 56 cards, which are suits. And then you've got the suits, which most people know in tarot are known as coins, swords, wands, cups. But it looks like in this set, they are known as spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Complicated. Basically, any card that talks about the suit of spring is referring to wands. Sorry, I've got it written down here. The suit of summer is the cups, the winter is the swords, and autumn is coins. And then they have got animal pictures like the suit of springs, the suit of spring, which is the suit of wands, the suit of fire. The ace is represented by a white tiger, but we're going to look at that. So we've got the little booklets, and also talks about the tarot, how to do, it says how to pull a card. It's also got some spreads. So it's quite a little in-depth little notebook here. Look, there's the Celtic Cross, if you wish to be really adventurous. Rather than do a past, present, future, there is a Celtic Cross. And then it goes into the cards. It talks about the meaning of the cards, the minor arcana. And then we come to the cards itself. Putting it out. As you can see, it's brand new. It comes all held together. So I'm going to break the seal. The back of these are a beautiful, elegant, white cat feline. Look at her. I was going to say, look at her. Maybe it's a he, sitting on a beautiful throne of gold with a little blue flower. When I see blue, it's to do with the throat chakra. And your throat area is to do with whether you speak and hear. Speak the truth, hear the truth. The tarot picture has a blue flower. Always the tarot and your oracle cards always speak the truth, so you can hear the truth. So, and of course the throne, you're in charge. So without any more to do, let's go and have a quick look. I'm splitting this into the major arcana first. So the major arcana is, as I said, 22 cards, and they represent a journey from beginning, which is the fool, the dreamer, right through to the world as you go through things, as you go get born, you go and meet with your parents, you meet with your teachers, you meet with lovers, you meet with choices in life. Yes, major events. You've got like the tower there where life might come crumbling down around you to have a new thing to be built up. And there's the death card, there's a hangman card, but there's the world at the end. So we start off, and he calls him card in the major arcana. If you've got the Rider-Waite card, they call it the fool. He calls it the dreamer, and he's got a lovely dog there. How amazing. And underneath each card, he's got a little sentence. It says shepherd puppy. Well, of course, it's going to be a puppy because it's the fool, the journey, the jester. He's just starting on his journey. He's new, and puppies are new. You are starting a new adventure. Run free and take a leap of faith. And there's the little puppy taking a leap of faith. Then we have the magician. And here they represent the magician by a unicorn. Unicorns are magic. And what I'm doing is I'm looking at the card, I'm greeting it, and I'm saying, hello, isn't that amazing? And also because I'm individually, because they're all stuck together, because they've just come out of the factory, you want them all stuck. So having a look at each one individually helps you to release, release the stickiness of the cards. So I'm looking at each card and absorbing and going, yeah, that's the next. So that's the dreamer. The next card, the magician, he's represented by a unicorn. There is an infinity sign on there. Of course, you can have a look at these yourselves and see what things. Then we have the high priestess. She's your spiritual teacher. So we've got representation of the owl. Then we have the Empress, who is the representation of the mother figure. And this is represented by an Angora rabbit. Well, rabbits, they reproduce. Rabbits are the mother. So absolutely, time to hop into action, the mother. Hop into action. I like that. Then we have the Emperor, the deer mouse. Yes, he's the father figure. So then we come, because this is Radleigh Valentine, Doreen Virtue Pack. They don't actually use all the same words as the Rider-Waite. And this one, they calling it number 5 is unity. And in the Rider-Waite, it'll be called the Hierophant, the teacher. And they've represented a polar bear. And there is the mother polar bear teaching her cubs. And there's a little butterfly there, because when you learn, you transform, and a butterfly is a sign of transformation. Then we come to, and of course, as you go on to school, and at the end of school, sometimes you meet your first love. So we come to the Lover's card. And look at that, 2 beautiful flamingos with the heart made out of their neck. Beautiful. Again, there's a butterfly, there's water, which is an abundance of abundance of love going on there. Green is your representation of your heart center, so there's lots of green there. Then we come to the Chariot, because you're moving on in life. You know, you've been to school, you're a teenager, you're moving on with life. So you've learned some balancing. And so they've done here Arabian horse, because they've got 2 horses. You're balancing up life, but you're in charge. Even though you're in a chariot, you're driving the chariot. But in order for the chariot to move forward, you need something to propel it, which is the horses. So this is like when you're in your life, is that, yes, you want to do something, but sometimes you need some help to do it for you. So you have the horses, and they'll be using some Arabian horses. Oh my God, you're successful and balanced various opposing energies. Then we come to card 8. Now, in the Rider-Waite pack, card 8, they use it as strength. Here in this pack, they are calling it justice, and it's the elephant, fair decisions. He's got his justice scales there. So they're using an elephant. Elephant is loyal and friendly. So they are using this justice card is number 8. In the Rider-Waite pack, this would be strength card. Then we have the Hermit. Oh my gosh, time to contemplate, time to think about what to do. There's a butterfly there, okay? Well, they use fireflies, fireflies flying around at night, and there's a butterfly, because when a butterfly comes out of its cocoon, it doesn't automatically fly off. After it's come out of its cocoon from the caterpillar into butterfly, it sits there for an hour, drying its wings, it's contemplating. And we've got the fireflies flying all over the place. So the fireflies are going here, there, everywhere. Where do we go? Where do we go? What do we do? What do we do? And of course, the Hermit is represented by a lantern. He's seeking the light within. Then we come to the Wheel of Fortune. And there we are. And reindeer, caribou. Gosh, that's an American word, isn't it? Caribou. A reindeer, excellent, sudden, positive change. Because the wheel, you suddenly change the direction, steering wheel on a car. Where are we going? Oh, we've learned all this, we're going to move somewhere else. So we've got the steering wheel, and it's the reindeer. Sudden change in your life. You can now move forward and make great progress. And of course, the caribou, you see them depicting on a movement in winter, going from the pastures of the summer to winter pastures. There's massive herds. They move in unison together. So that's why they probably use the reindeer. Then, of course, they've got the strength, which we talked about, justice card. So they then come to the strength card. We've got the unity, the infinity sign there, the strength of the lion, but the gentlest of a lamb. Melissa, lion and the lamb. True strength is shown through kindness. So when we talk about the strength here in the tarot, in the major arcana, we are talking about the strength of character, yes, I've got the strength to carry on through this. Not, it can be, you know, I need the strength to lift a ton of bricks, but this is like saying you've got the strength, but be compassionate, like towards a lamb. Then we have the awakening, which is in Rider-Waite, is the Hangman card. And here we've got the giraffe. And he's got such a long neck, he can actually bend it to look upside down and looking at things at a different way. And this giraffe is looking at things, and that's what the awakening card is. Then we've got the release card. Release, let go. We've got the peacock, time to release. The death card, release. Release and let go, anything that no longer holds you. So the peacock, it's got his feathers in his tail, and then he releases the energy and it opens up and shines. Release the past and move into something new. Yes, the peacock. And then you've got balance. Let's balance on things. The zebra, merging points of view. You've got the black and white. Maybe understanding that sometimes we do have to have a grey area. Then you've got the ego, the devil. The Siamese cat. You may feel you're trapped in a situation, but sometimes it's just an illusion because she's got a lead on her. So she's sitting there thinking I'm trapped. But with just one clip, the lead is no longer restraining her back. But that's the Siamese cat playing the ego. Life experience. We've got moving into card 16, life experience. The cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Important changes are coming into your life. The Tower. And then we look at the star. Of course, the star, the guiding star, the star that led the 3 wise men to find Jesus. And they've got an aureole type of guard, time to take a leap forward. Follow your stars, follow your dreams. And then they've got the moon, which is a lynx, important to trust your inner feelings. And there's the beautiful moon with the lynx. And then we've got the sun, the bluebird. Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. So we've got the bluebird there with the sunflowers. After the dark of night, the sun comes up and everything feels fine. We've got renewal. Starting fresh, the cocoon, it's time to get clarity about where you're going. And then, of course, we land up with the world with the Shetland dog. Remember, right at the beginning, we started off with the Shetland puppy, starting off on his journey, and he's travelled through the major car, and now he's made it into a full-grown dog, woohoo, all ready for his next journey in life. And it's like, yes, I've done it. I've got here. I'm now a full-grown puppy, and I'm a now full-grown dog. Yes, where am I going? So that's the major arcana. So I'm now going to look at the minor arcana, which is split into 4 suits. Excuse me, because they're all stuck together because they are brand new. And as I said, the suits in the in the Rider-Waite decks are coins, swords, wands, and cups, or you may represent them in some other decks as earth, air, fire, and water. And in this deck, they are spring, summer, autumn, or winter. So the first deck I have picked up is the spring deck. The spring is referencing to the fire, to the wands. So we have the Ace of Springs is represented by a white tiger. The 2 of Springs is represented by a pelican. 3 of Springs is represented by a sea turtle. 4 of Spring is represented by the otter. The 5 of Spring is represented by the ram. The 6 of Spring is represented by a rescue dog, a mixed breed. Spring is all about your energy, your passion for life. What is it that you really want to do? I really want to become a millionaire. Right, what is spurring you on? What is your fire? What is the passion? What makes you get up in the morning and go, great, I'm embracing today? Is it the passion of your love? Passion of your love affair, passion of your job, passion for your family. So this is all about your fire and emotion of passion. This is the 7, which is the gecko. 8 of spring is, oh, busy bee, busy, 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 bees, bzz, 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 fiery. 9 of spring is the gazelle. She's jumping around. These are all energetic cards because fire and spring, when spring starts, all the flowers are coming out, lots of things are happening. It's all been dead and quiet over winter, and suddenly springing into action. You know, flowers are bursting forth, leaves are bursting forth, everything's bursting. So it's all energy cards. 10 of spring, the St. Bernard dog. You're working hard, you need to rest. Now we have come to the 4 court cards, which are representation of people. And normally court cards are page, knight, queen, king. Okay, page, knight, king, queen. They have chosen in this deck to go princess, prince, queen, king. So we have a princess of spring, which could be the princess of spring, the princess of wands, princess of fire, but it's also the page. The princess is the same as the page card, a young, innocent person, keen and eager to please, keen and eager to do anything new. Then we come to the prince of spring, which is equivalent to the knight. In this deck, the prince is the knight. So if you have a Rider-Waite pack and you've got a card that is a knight, that would be the prince. And then we have the queen of spring. Now remember the deck of cards at the back? And there's the cat, the Persian cat. Don't underestimate your ability to manifest. There is the queen, and she's manifested her little kittens. And then we have the king, the Katanga lion. Look at him, roaring, his energy, he's fiery, he's passionate, the king. And that is the spring flowers. So let us look at the summer cards. So excuse me a minute while I get them. As you can see, it's brand new. You saw me open them. They're all stuck together. So summer is a representation of water and of cups. This is all about our emotions and our journey of our emotions through our life. So we have the ace of summer, which is dove. Your first emotions, your very first emotions is you love. The first thing you do is you love your mum, the dove, peace first. Then you've got the 2 of summer, the 2 beautiful birds are love birds. Hey, you come together. You've met someone, 2. Then we come to 3. You're making, 2 people come together, you create a third one, a baby. We've got 3 beautiful hummingbirds here. 4 of summer, we've got the tortoise plodding his way through life. Oh, excuse me, they're stuck together. So we have the 4, the tortoise. Then we have the 5 of summer, which is represented by a dragon. Now the dragonfly, like the butterfly, is a sign of transformation, but it's more of a sign of spiritual transformation. So when you see a dragonfly, it means you're transforming spiritually. We have the 6 of summer, which is the goose. We have the 7 of summer. Oh, kittens, lots of kittens. Oh, how sweet, and everyone loves kittens. Oh, how cutie, emotions, we all love kittens. 8 of summer is represented by a kangaroo. 9 of summer is represented by this cute little Pomeranian dog. Isn't he kitty woody? And the 10 of summer, oh my God, look at these 2 beautiful prairie dogs having a kiss underneath a rainbow with their beautiful family, and everything's happy. And yes, you started off with the 1 dove, and then you end up with a family. Then a coin, we've got the princess, which is equivalent to a page. We have the princess of summer, the princess of cups, the princess of water. Sweet little dear. We have the prince, was equivalent to the knight. So we have the knight of summer, knight of cups, knight of water, represented by the frog. You kiss a frog, and you kiss your prince, and he turns into a king. Then, of course, you've got the beautiful queen, which is the swan. Elegant, beautiful, harmonious. And the king of summer is represented by the emperor penguin. And there he is with his little family around him. So that is the summer cards. And then we come on to, excuse me a minute while I try and split them up, winter. These are the air cards, the sword cards, winter cards. Winter is all to do with your thinking. Okay, with swords of double-edged, you know, do I do this? Do I do that? It's all about your thoughts, your ideas, your self-beliefs, where you believe in this or you don't believe in it, or someone's told you something and then you believe that all your life and it's been a lie. It's all about your thoughts. And often in winter, when we hibernate during winter and we're thinking, what are we going to do in the spring? Are we going to plant these plants ready for fruition? So winter is a time of hibernation. Winter is a time of thinking. So this is ideal winter for your swords. We have the panda for the ace. We have the two of winter, which are two lovely, cute little Dutch hands. One is long-haired and one is short-haired. Procrastination, winter, you're thinking. What should I do this? Shouldn't I do that? Thinking. The long and the short of it. Three of winter is the road-breasted grosbeak. Interesting bird. Sadness. Oh, regretting about life. Oh my gosh, it's winter. We want to do this, but we can't do it. Regretting past lives. Four of winter, of course, is the four of thinking. The koala bear, he's having a little snooze and he's thinking about life in his dreams. We've got the five of winter, the collie dog. Right, you've been thinking, yeah, life isn't how I want it. Where am I going to go? And you're tossing it between yourselves. Tug of war. Do I stay in my life as it is, or do I make an action and change it? Change it. And they're having a tug of war, the two collies, deciding which way in my life am I going to go, thinking which way. Of course, we've got the six of winter, rescue cat. Yeah, I've decided I'm going to change my life and I'm going to go off this way. It's going to be a bit emotional because it's sitting on the water, but I'm thinking and I'm now acting, thinking and acting. So there's the little kitten, mixed breed. We've got the seven of winter. Oh, the magpie, collecting together all sorts of little ideas. If I have this idea and I have that idea and I have that idea, yes, and then I can manifest something amazing because the magpie is a collector. And he's collecting all his little ideas together because that's what it's all about, thinking. This is the thinking thoughts, all about your ideas. And then we have the eight of winter, the bunting. Beautiful. Yes, you've got the freedom to fly because they're not in their cage. They're sitting out and they've got the freedom. They thought where they want to go and then they're going to go off with it. Yes, of course, we've got the nine of winter. Your sea lion and fields aren't real. They're just an illusion. What you think is just an illusion. It's how you see the outside world and react on what you think. And there's the sea lion. It's an illusion. He's sitting there. Is this the only land that's available? But actually, if you got into water and swam off to the left or right, he'd realise there's more land available for him to sit on. But at the moment, he just thinks it's only there. So it's just an illusion. And we're giving our power away to our thoughts, our power away to our illusions, the power away to other people. And then, of course, we've got the 10 of winter, the Siberian husky dog. Look at him, the end of a career path or project. It means the end of where you've been thinking. You're letting go because it's holding you back. So he's released his husky sleigh and he's off to find pastures new. And he's got the lead because he knows which way to go. He's leading his own way. He's released himself from the past, his past thoughts of self-lack and not able to do anything, self-lack of belief, and he's leading himself forward. And then, of course, we come to the four court cards. We have the Princess of Winter. The Princess of Winter, again, is the Page of Winter, the Page of Swords, the Page of Airs, which is a seagull. We have the Prince of Winter, which is equivalent to the Knight of Winter, which is the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Airs, and he's galloping, and he's actually in the air because everything's up in the air. Where do I go? I can go this way, I can run in that way, I can run in that way, which direction? And he's up in the air, he's taken a leap of faith and he's rushing. This is an action card because you can see all the energy. Then, of course, we've got the Queen of Winter here, the leopard. She's there, her spots. beware of her spots can change. A leopard doesn't change their spots. The Queen of Winter. And so unless you want to change your spots, change your thoughts, you're in charge, you're the Queen. And of course, we've got the King of Winter, which is the humpback whale. Important to communicate what you are thinking. You know, whale could get much bigger than a whale. Listen to me, people. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. Blah, blah, blah. So that is the winter cards. And then we've got the last deck, which is the ace, which is autumn. And autumn is all about the earth, the coins. These are all about your economy through life, you know, your money, your career, your health and wealth. So we are starting with the Ace of Water, Ace of Autumn, which is the Ace of Earth, Ace of Coins. And we have the little cat. She's got everything she needs. She's got an abundance. Okay, she's got abundance of coins and abundance of food. She's looking healthy and wealthy. So she's in a good position to start off on her journey. We have the Two of Autumn. Gosh, she's got a little cat there and she's got two balls. Which one do I play with? Red or green? Oh my gosh, too much choice. Which way do I go? Because I've got an abundance. So it doesn't matter because both balls are very full. Doesn't really matter where to go. We've got the Three of Autumn, little sweet poodle dog. You're doing very well because it didn't matter which one you went with, which ball of wool, because you've created an abundance of being so brilliant, you've won a prize. Four of Autumn, being a bit cautious, you're sort of going, yes, I've done everything, so I'm hiding everything away. The squirrel is hiding all his nuts. He's got loads and loads of nuts around, so he's going to squirrel them away, hide them away, ready to help him through the winter. Then we have the Five of Autumn, the manatee, the beautiful, gentle manatee. Time to rest, time to think, where do I go from here? Because I've got this. Do I invest my hoard of nuts? Do I invest it in the bank, or do I keep them under my where they may gain interest, or do I hide them under my bed? The same amount of money will stay there at the end. But he's just thinking, what way do I go? Do I action this or do I not action it? Six of Autumn, we have the little kiwi, successful because you've decided what to do and starting to manifest things. We've got the beautiful little kiwi. Very dull and boring looking card, but it's an amazing card because it may be small and sweet, but boy, does they get the job done. They're hardy little flowers. And of course, you've got the feather of an angel there. Seven of Autumn, we've got the cow, planning, resourcing. The cow. He's solid. He's a good, solid animal, the cow, she. We've got the Eight of Autumn, which is a parrot. Cha, 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 cha. We have the Nine of Autumn, which is a ragdoll cat. Look at that ragdoll. Nine of Autumn, you're nearly at the fruition. Don't stop where you're going. Keep going. You're nearly there. And you've got the 10 of Autumn, which is your golden retriever, contented. You have got an abundance. You've got abundance of family, abundance of richness, abundance of education, abundance of health, abundance of wealth. This is a lovely card. And there it is, the beautiful, idyllic golden retriever dog's family. So idyllic. Everything's perfect. Then, of course, we come to the four court cards, which is the Princess, Prince, Queen, and King. So we have the Princess of Autumn, Princess Earth, Princess Coins. This is the same as the Page. This is the Page card, but they have called it the Princess. We come to the Prince of Autumn, which they represented by the seahorse, and it's saying it's important to make detailed plans. And of course, the sea lion, he's got a lot of detail there. Of course, the Prince is equivalent to the Knight. This is the Knight of Autumn, the Knight of Earth, the Knight of Coins. Then we come to the Queen. Oh, it's a little rabbit, a Belgian hare. Oh, it's a Belgian hare. I apologise. It's a hare, not a rabbit, because we've had rabbits before. Got the hare. Hares give us advice. They're very noble, very regal as hares. So this is a hare, and it's the Queen. Queen of Autumn. And the very last card is the Gypsy Vanner horse, the King of Autumn. He's compassionate, he's accomplished, he's charismatic. Look at that elegant horse representing the King of Autumn. What wonderful cards. Now, what I would do, I would have the cards. I've looked at them all. I've brought them all. I've talked about them, bring them to. So what do I do now is I then go, thank you cards, because I've opened them all up, open up to the air, bring them to my heart center, and I go, thank you cards, thank you cards, thank you cards for coming to me. Thank you for blessing me, for coming into my life, and thank you for allowing me to work with them. I ask my angels and archangels, spirits and guides, gods and goddesses, and master ancestors and elementals to bless them and to step forward and help me connect with Mother Earth, the Father Universe, and all our spirit guides. So when I use them as a source of inspiration, they will give me guidance and love that I require. Thank you cards for coming into my life. And they're all ready to go. And then what I would do is I would shuffle them, however I want to do, shuffles. And then I'm ready to work with them. Alleluia. So that is how I connect with a deck of tarot cards and oracle cards. This is the deck that I've just been demonstrating with, the Animal Tarot deck by Radleigh Valentine and Doreen Virtue. I hope you've enjoyed me talking you through how I have connected with a deck of cards. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe and like all the other videos, and then you can see all the other videos I do. Take care. Have an amazing day. Namaste. Bye.